Well, a raid is currently underway at the Kalagabusha prison in Mpangeni, and there are security concerns about the facility after inmates there escaped. eNCA reporter Lethiwe Mdluli is inside the prison and is joined by Correctional Services spokesperson Singabakho Nxumalo. Lethiwe, good morning to you. I mean, this is quite a concern, about security in our correctional services. If inmates can escape, then it is a call for concern for the Correctional Services Department.
Well, good morning, Dumelo. It's a very big concern, especially for the Department of Correctional Services, especially here in this prison, Kalagabusha. We've been told by the departments that on this financial year alone, there has been 4 escapes inside this prison. And of course, 3 prisoners were rearrested following those escapes, but 1 still remains at large. And we were also told that the reason for this raid, we were actually here at around 3 a.m. in the morning, is because there is a concern from the Department of Correctional Services that there's an increase of contraband that has been found inside this prison. Now, some of the things that have been found this morning include various cell phones, chargers, and some of the most interesting things that we found inside the prison were pots and illegal electricity connections, which of course pose a risk to a lot of inmates and also a lot of staff inside. But at the moment, I'm joined by the spokesperson for Correctional Services, Singabakho Nxumalo, to just give us a brief explanation as to why these concerns are there. Singabakho, good morning. So we've done the raid, we've spoken to the acting commissioner about the security concerns at this prison, but there still remains a problem. Who actually brings these things in? How are they able to make their way inside such a high maximum security prison?
We've been receiving reports of contrabands being removed. But when you check those reports, it was clear that it seems as if there is a modus operandi which keeps on bringing them in, even though some of them do get removed. So the raid did prove to us that indeed there is something happening here, which is really disturbing. The amount of contraband is totally unacceptable. Even worse, the dagga that is there indicates that there is trade happening, there is money. Therefore, that will indicate that the lives of other inmates, our officials, and people out there is at risk. As a department, that's something that we can't take it lightly. We really have to really push it quite seriously. Hence, then, this raid. And we have to take action against inmates who are owners of those contraband, but also against our own officials, the supervisors, because someone has to explain how do these things find their way inside our centers. It's a serious concern.
Now, take us through some of the contraband that has been found. We found dagga that is estimated for now at around 12,000 rands, but there were also other things that were found inside the prison.
Something like pots, a one-plate stove. We've got kitchens operating here. We do not expect to find pots. And with officials who are supposed to be searching these cells, it's almost impossible that they may not identify a pot, not 1, 3 pots. Some of the sharpened objects which were there, though not too many, but even if it's 1, it does concern us. You're correct. The amount of dagga, it's something that I think took all of us by surprise. And even muti, all those things clearly indicates that there is a serious security breach. Hence, then, as a department, we really have to, take our officials into a form where they can account for this, and then really take firm action. It can't continue like this. It just cannot.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
So that is the spokesperson for the Correctional Services, Singabakho Nxumalo, just basically explaining on some of the things that they were found inside the prison, and they are concerned with the increase of contraband, especially here at Kalagabusha Correctional Service facilities in Mpangeni.
Well, thank you so much, Lethiwe Mdluli, for highlighting this story for us. We'll leave it there.